What's going on, y'all? Happy Wednesday to you. No, I ain't been on here. Like I said, I missed you guys too. And deep down inside there, I do appreciate y'all for being patient with me and often and understanding as well, man. But figured tonight was the night to hop in here more than anything, but also pray and hope that tonight's message is considered of the right guidance and influencing you all in a positive way nonstop. But beyond that, man, I'm just going to pretty much talk for a little bit. Not going to stay on too long. Just kind of get my agenda of, whatever I'm speaking about and what God may put on me to speak on as far as to tonight's message. And beyond that, man, I do appreciate all the love and support I've been receiving from all you guys. Everybody who's new to me or anyone who's familiar with me here on IG or Facebook or my YouTube channel. I appreciate all the love and support I received from all y'all. And hey, even from my TikTok page, I appreciate y'all so much. But more importantly, man, I pray and hope that as we all know, guys, we are literally not only in a new month, but at the same time, we're literally preparing for a listen. If you guys haven't been realizing, this summer has not only been going by quicker, faster, but more importantly, man, I pray and hope everybody's been truly enjoying their lives. That's the most important thing of all. I pray and hope everybody's been doing not only what you destined to do, but to also continue to remember how important it is to do something. Not just for likes, not for the approval of people. No, sometimes doing what we're meant to do is not always for people to acknowledge. Sometimes it's about being able to do something that's not only real enough for you, but also because you're destined to become something more than what you currently may think you're going through or dealing with now in the experience or the experience right now. I don't care how hard it gets. I don't care how difficult it turns out. More importantly, you must always continue to maintain your spiritual connection and your spiritual life and everything else and more with the Heavenly Father and God Himself. If you're not building that relationship with Him, I'm telling you, like I've been telling you guys for over the many years I've been doing this, if you don't turn around and build a relationship with God, literally you will not know what that feeling of happiness, joy, the beauty throughout joy and happiness and throughout good things, even in the midst of the struggle. Do you not know, even when everybody's struggling, they often get this aura and this feeling of, it's not over. This isn't it. I know there's more to this. That is the beauty of not only having a spiritual connection with God, but to always remember that no matter what goes on, you, for one, you're not alone. Two, no matter how difficult it gets, do you often acknowledge that when everything is finished and you're done with all that you were destined to do and meant to do down here on earth, when we all leave here, the best thing you can often say to yourself, I did it. But most importantly, I pray every day that I not only made my Heavenly Father, I did not only make Him proud, but I pray I made myself proud, as well as the people who've been behind me from day one, who often have always had my back. And that's here physically as well as spiritually. Because I tell you guys right here now, there's not a day that goes by that I pray I'm making not only myself proud, but I'm also speaking and giving God the proper appreciation and praise non-stop. Even when I get up, I pray every day that He's been hearing me, but I know He's been hearing me. And then think about it, because He knows and has watched and has observed every single thing, not only have I done, but what you all have done. Even if you don't intend to give God praise and the approval to the Heavenly Father as much as you should, and if you haven't been doing that enough, I suggest you get on top of it. It's not about just not only giving him the proper approval and praise, but to remember that you are not here by accident. Not only that, but always remember, no matter what you deal with, no matter what you go through. For one, you didn't do it by yourself. So you can get that out your head. You ain't do it by yourself. And no matter how many times you may try to toot your own horn or play your own trombone of so-called credibility, it's not going to work. Repeat. When you be trying to get all that credit and you be, oh, I did it. Nobody didn't think I was going to do it, but I knew I was going to do it. You keep forgetting who it is that really gave you the ability to make this happen. But most importantly, man, I pray and hope everybody that y'all are doing and living life to the fullest. I hope you're not shortening yourself. I hope you're not making up excuses. And most importantly, I hope you're not continuing to stop in the midst of the moment and within the time of you finally getting ready to fulfill everything that was promised. One thing is for certain that we got to get an understanding on. No, you're not alone. 2, quit turning around and forgetting that, hey, you are obviously destined for something at this point. Quit thinking that all because it hasn't happened or it hasn't been lived out yet, that it's not going to come through. The beauty of timing and the beauty of your destiny is not always according to you. Because our timing is always to try to make it quick, fast, and hurry because we feel like we don't have any more time left. If we're getting up every day, not only to live life, but to continue to keep seeing it, obviously that means that God's got everything in position. So don't ever question him. Don't ever keep being concerned about any and everything of your moment or your time or your blessings, because it's bound to happen. Repeat, it's bound to happen. But you have to continue to remember within yourself, you cannot keep trying to question something that is phenomenal, that is promising, that is not only a guarantee to great things, but you must always remember, you've been gifted something from day one. You've been gifted from day one to receive something. But the more and more you keep trying to rush the process, you intend to miss key detail signs or the acknowledgement of things that could have been helpful and useful to you as you keep going further and further ahead. You ever go through something and then all of a sudden, and think about it, it's like when we all say, man, I wish I could go back and change this about my life or whatnot. If it was meant for you to go back and do that, don't you think God would have gave you the ability to make that happen? To interrupt, but then think about it. If you interrupt that experience, how do you know that that's actually helping your destination? How do you know that that's actually helping you to try to get it right this time? But then think about it. How do you know that God didn't put you through the experience for you to go through it just to witness it now, within the moment that he had you go through it? Why do you think it's for you to interrupt that plan or that experience? Really think about it. And that's for anybody, because trust me, a lot of us often say that. Even in my mind, I've even said it within myself, man, I wish I could take some of what I went through and whatnot, wish I could go back and change all this and whatnot. But as I've gotten older as a man and as an individual and as a human being and spiritually having a connection with God himself, the Heavenly Father, I finally got to understand that it's not for me to change anything. It's not for me to interrupt anything. It's not for me to stop anything. And then think about it, it's not for me to always try to fix everything when it gets interrupted. Or when it seems like it's an experience that I don't want to go through, or, man, it's too hard on me spiritually, it's too hard on me mentally. Guess what? Nobody ever said that the experience or the moment itself was going to be easy. So quit thinking that it's supposed to be something easy. If it was meant to be easy, guess what? Do you not think that a lot of the waiting process and the experience that we've gone through and dealt with, do you not realize to think that that's obviously the important parts of why we're meant to go through that? But if it was meant to be easy, think about it, we wouldn't have to go through a lot of things as much as we would, or have to wait as long as we do. Really think about that, guys. But God does not want us to go through the easy parts. He loves when we continue to go through the difficult times, because it's often showing us exactly what he knew from day one. I knew you was going to go through that. But I also knew that from the moment you were going to go through it, I knew you were going to get it together. I knew you were going to get it together. But how do you know I was going to go through it? That's not for me to tell you that. The point I'm trying to make is that I want you to obviously acknowledge this is not going to be the first time you're going to go through something. This is not the first time you're going to deal with something. But most importantly, I don't want you giving up on me, but also what it is that I've promised you. I don't want you keep making excuses and feeling like your past is supposed to be something that's supposed to be fixed so that your present and your future can have a smooth sail. Wrong. Because if you interrupt anything, how do you once again know that you're fixing what's supposed to have been interrupted or that needed fixing in the beginning? And I mean, really think about it, guys. You can't interrupt your plan, because guess what? God has already put you in the position so that you can go through it. So that once you've gone through this, you can't keep making up an excuse. Well, I don't know how to go through it. Yes, you do. You do. You know exactly what you need to do. First and foremost, no matter how depressing and no matter how stressful things get, or no matter how many times people may often try to throw your direction or try to throw you off, you are to never give in. Even no matter what specific form or what type of orderly fashion you're going to go through those moments. And this is of any adults and even of you children out there. Always remember, you're going to go through something, but it's not for you to often question why. It's not for you to often keep questioning, even when you become an adult. Well, it was so hard for me to go through it. That's because that was the important part that you were supposed to realize. It wasn't supposed to be easy at all. So stop thinking life is supposed to be easy. And even think about it. When people who have fulfilled their God-given abilities and their dreams and goals and their God-given abilities, you do realize they still go through struggles, but they just don't go through the struggles as much as they did when they got to the opportunity where they are now. And even think about it, even as they're going through those experiences, those moments are getting hard for them too. So which means no matter how good things may turn out for you, you're still going to have a struggle no matter what. You're still going to have a struggle. You're going to deal with it. And guess what? It's for you to often acknowledge that, listen, no, this ain't for me to be continuing to feel like, oh, I'm comfortable now. I ain't got to worry about nothing. Newsflash. Yeah, you do. Because there's more things on top of what you're going to go through. Just because you got it now does not mean, hey, there's certain struggles that are going to try to block and try to interrupt where you are and where you've been destined to fulfill and also achieve. But beyond that, guys, hey, I thank you guys for all the love and support that I received from each and every last one of you all. Y'all take care. Much love to you. And 502_CC. Appreciate you, brother. Hey, pray I hope everything's been going well for you. Take care. God bless you, man. And like I said, big ups to everybody. Love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And I appreciate all the love and support I receive from you guys every day, man. Much love to you. Take care. Hey, God bless y'all, man.